Hi guys, it's Nompilo here. Welcome back to my channel. And today is gonna be a skincare video, simply because in the UK, I feel like we are starting to get that cold weather. The temperatures are dropping, and I thought let's just remind ourselves on the basics of skincare, and more so today I'm just gonna focus on exfoliating, simply because I find exfoliating and using SPF the two main important things in skincare. Simply because if you don't exfoliate your skin will not absorb the moisture that we are trying to put on, especially in winter. A lot of people in the UK, they experience dry skin or dry hair. Our weather does not allow for good skin in winter and good hair. A lot of people, their skin breaks out in winter, their skin is flaky, their skin is dry, or their skin is just not glowy, it's not good, and their hair is just a mess. Simply because as the temperatures drop outside, the air gets dry. There is no moisture in that air. So if there is no moisture in that air, our skin is not getting any moisture. And sometimes what happens is the air outside, because it's dry, it draws the moisture away from our skin. I hope you guys are following already. I've already talked a lot about exfoliating in my videos, so if you need to know more, you can have a look at my videos. So simply because the air is dry, and if you don't exfoliate your skin, whatever you're trying to put on your skin will not absorb. A lot of people do moisturize, but what happens is if we are missing out on the element of exfoliating, it's the same as we're not doing anything. You need to buff up. What exfoliating does is it removes the dead skin, that sits at the top, leaving brand new, young skin, beautiful skin, and that skin is ready to absorb moisture. So having said that, I know we've got so many skin types. To my left here, I've got a couple of products which I've tried to break down according to the three skin types that I thought we have. I tried to cover everybody. So we've got people with sensitive skin. People with sensitive skin, I do feel sorry for them, because most of them, they tend to have really dry skin. Their skin gets flaky, their skin breaks out, their skin gets itchy. So it's very common to see somebody with dry skin, and also they have flaky, sensitive skin. And then we move on to people with oily skin. Hello. I suffer from oily skin, or I have oily skin, so I always have to control the oil in my skin. I always have to exfoliate, and I always have to make sure I use good moisturizers and oils. That's another video, but if you want to know why we end up using oils in skincare, there's a video somewhere. I can link it either to my left or to my right, but yeah, I've tried to cover all the basics in skincare, but obviously I know we all need a refresher. And then the last group will be the people with normal skin. Yeah, we do envy you, people with normal skin, because people with normal skin, they can use almost anything on their skin. Their skin is so good. Normally you find those people, they are the ones that don't have a skincare routine, and you're like, how come your skin is good and you don't have a routine? It's because they have been blessed with normal skin. Their skin is neither oily or dry. It doesn't break out. It doesn't do anything. So those people can use anything. And we're going to finish off with those because I feel like they're already in a good position. Now, starting off with, if you have dry skin, which aka is sensitive, the product that I thought you should incorporate is niacinamide. This is niacinamide from the Inkilis. Right, so as I was saying, sorry, I had to go and do something. Niacinamide, if you've got sensitive skin, dry skin, it's a very good exfoliant to use almost on an everyday basis, because it's not harsh, it's not going to sting you, it doesn't have any side effects. I've had very few people complain about this product. It's beautiful, and I use niacinamide almost on a daily basis, and I've got oily skin. So yeah, it's a very good product to use if you've got dry, flaky skin. It gives you that nice buffering, that nice exfoliating without any side effects. And on a plus, it also brightens your skin. So, and another plus, it works well with any other product, any other moisturizer that you may have. So on here is a serum. I like to use serums because they absorb very good on the skin. However, you can use any product containing niacinamide. You can use a cleanser or a wash. You can use a moisturizer. You can use any product as long as it contains niacinamide. You'll see the improvements eventually on your skin. Another product that I would suggest for people with oily skin is lactic acid. Now, lactic acid is very gentle compared to the other exfoliators that we have. It's very gentle, and the one thing I love about lactic acid, it contains hyaluronic acid, which people with dry skin can very well benefit from, just like everybody and anybody can benefit from hyaluronic acid. So lactic acid is good, it's gentle. Some people would tell you glycolic acid, but I don't like glycolic acid. I've used it and it broke my skin out, and I've got oily skin. So glycolic acid, not my favorite. But this one, it will be very good for people with sensitive skin, dry skin, flaky skin. I would say if you're using this one, don't use it on a daily basis, because it can be on the harsh side. It does sting when you're using it. So when you're using it, just pat it on the skin, or if you are struggling with the serum, use a cleanser. Use a cleanser that you would use it for just a short time and wash it off. So that's another product to advise for people with sensitive skin. Moving on, because I don't want long videos these days. So just on the other side, this is my hyaluronic acid that I use from Simple. Don't know if you can see. Yeah, from Simple. I got this one for a $5 from Amazon. Everybody needs a hyaluronic acid, and especially if you've got sensitive skin, because it will hydrate your skin, and it's free from any damage. Now moving on to my oily skin gang. The product that has helped me a lot with my oily skin is salicylic acid. Salicylic acid works wonders, helping you with, I found that especially with pimples, if you've got like really big breakouts, salicylic acid goes in there and it pulls all the gunk and junk out, and eventually it leaves you with, you will have a spot, but the spots will not be dark. You won't remain with really dark spots that are struggling to go away. So that's one thing about salicylic acid. I've tried and tested this product in so many ways. I've used cleansers with salicylic acid. I've used moisturizers. I've used almost anything and everything with salicylic acid, and it's beautiful, especially for oily skin. It does regulate your skin, and it works wonders for oily people. I have no experience with salicylic acid on dry skin. My research does not go that far, but I know this on oily people. It does regulate the oils. It does control the production of sebum. It's beautiful. Now, on the second, if you also suffer from oily skin, you can use niacinamide. Niacinamide can be used by anybody and everybody. It is really good. So where you, maybe on days where you're not using this one, you can use this one. So these two are really good powerhouses if you've got oily skin. But this one, most definitely, because it will dry your pimples out. Now, moving on to people with normal skin. Here is where I talk about physical exfoliation. Now, on here, we've got this product here from Dermalogica. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, this is an exfoliator from Dermalogica. It is a physical exfoliant that can turn into a chemical exfoliant. What that does is it's in powder form. I'm not going to put it out because that's a waste. It is in powder form. So if you put it on, you can just add a bit of water and then it turns into sort of like a cleanser, a foamy, sort of like foamy cleanser. So it is beautiful if you've got normal skin, because normal skin people can also get away with using a physical exfoliant. This is an exfoliant from St. Ives, the ones that we used to use back in the day when we did not have chemical exfoliation. So yeah, you can use a scrub. We used to call them scrubs. You can use a scrub if you've got normal skin. Now, for people with dry skin, I am shying away from advising this because some people may end up damaging their skin with this if it is used in a reckless way. So you may, if you are scrubbing too much, it's got little bits and pieces that may end up cutting your skin. So even for normal people, if you're going to use this, use it nice and gentle in circular motions, and wash it off. Don't scratch your skin, because the problem with the skin is this: if you have normal skin and you abuse it, oh my god, it's lightning outside, and you abuse it, it may end up turning into oily skin. It may end up turning into dry skin. So we need to be cautious of that. But yeah, these are the products I can advise for people. If you've got normal skin, keep it normal. You don't have that much problem. But I always feel sorry for people with sensitive dry skin, because they've got a double problem. They have a big problem. Anyway, guys, so one last advice: after you finished exfoliating, I don't care which category you fall into, SPF. You need to use an SPF with your skincare routine, because if you don't, you're just gonna mess up with your skin. You need to protect your skin from the UVA and the UVB rays. So always use an SPF. This one is from La Roche-Posay. It doesn't leave any white cast, as you can see. I've dented the bottle. It doesn't leave a white cast. It works well with any foundation, because that's the problem these days with some of the SPFs that we have. They leave a white cast, and some of them are too oily for certain foundations. Some of them are they just don't work. So I love this one from La Roche-Posay. The other brand I would advise will be Caudalie. Caudalie is beautiful with most of their SPFs. You can find them in so many forms, in creams and in serums. And also this one, you can find it in creams and in serums. So it all depends on what you prefer. I tend to use the serum one in summer because I suffer from oily skin. So the serum one, especially from La Roche-Posay, it hides your oiliness. It's like a primer. It's like a matte primer. So it mates away the oil, and it just gives you a nice canvas to work with. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I just feel a bit tired today. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.